Welcome to EnergizeUtv. This is a space for conscious conversations, grounded leadership, and embodied truth. I'm Angel Marie. Each episode delivers fresh perspectives, expert insight, and actionable strategies to help viewers elevate their energy, expand their potential, and live with greater purpose and vitality. This is not just a TV episode. It is a movement to awaken the world, raise collective consciousness, and inspire positive change. Welcome to EnergizeUtv, Season 7, Episode number 30. I'm Angel Marie, your activation catalyst. This week on EnergizeUtv, from idea to inspiration, the creation of EnergizeUtv, you're about to experience something little different and very close to my heart. I'm being interviewed by Beth Ann Kaib in an intimate, honest conversation where I share why this TV show began, what shaped it, and the deep passion and commitment that it has guided me to continue serving through all these years. So excited because this episode also marks the launch of the new EnergizeUtv podcast recorded from the beautiful Wrigley Mansion. Now, this is in Phoenix, Arizona, and this space is rich with history and beauty. It's an honor to be able to record from a place that reflects elegance, intention, and legacy. Together, we will talk about the drive to serve, the responsibility of holding space, and what it looks like to stay devoted to an idea that continues to ask you to show up fully. These are going to be writer-downers. You know I love those, so I'll give you a minute to go get that pencil and that water. And I want to say thank you for making the choice to invest in yourself and help radiate positivity through the whole world. You might hear me use the word activation catalyst. What does that really mean? Is I help people shift into clarity, presence, and regulation that is on purpose. It's not something outside of you. It's your system remembering what it already knows. Once your body knows that state, it becomes similar, familiar, and repeatable. That's real power. So let's dive in and take a deep breath right now. And let's engage that vagus nerve that helps tell us the body is safe. And breathe. Breath and sound quickly activates the vagus nerve. And with a strong vagal tone, builds emotional resilience. Let's take a breath together. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's the thing, there is so much more waiting for you because today is truly going to be such a gift for this show. We will start with our energy awareness segment, where we will learn how energy actually shows up in your body and everything in your life. Then we'll move into the shift segment. This is where you'll recognize your internal state changes and why that matters so much. Next is the exciting reset segment, a simple guided pause to help your nervous system settle so you can feel more clear, grounded, and present. After that comes the integration segment, where we connect what we are learning to real life, your conversation, your choices, and how you move through your week. And of course, there's the wisdom segment with today's incredible guest, bringing insight, inspiration, and practical takeaways you can use right away. And please stay all the way until the end of the show for the closing reset segment, a beautiful way to leave feeling uplifted, steady, and ready to shine on. Go ahead and be kind, please. Your family, your friends, your sisters, your brothers, they want to be able to feel this energy of amplification. They don't want to feel stuck anymore, overwhelmed. And just maybe just this little perception of that can help them, they can breathe again. So everybody please take a drink. You know that I love this on Facebook and Instagram. Every morning I go on and I say, hey, take a drink. I love you so much. And breathe. And remember, when you do that, that vagus nerve just says yay to you. So let's dive right into the energy awareness segment. These are writer-downers. Hope you have your pencil, because everything is energy, always flowing. So how's this thing going right now, right? And Einstein said, and I quote, energy can never be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to the other. Have you ever walked into a room and your stomach drops and you feel heavy? That's energy. Or you've been around someone so happy you couldn't stop smiling? People say that about me. They're like, you change it. That energy moving through your biofield, your personal energy bubble. I often use the word field, biofield, quantum field, energetic field. When I say field, I mean invisible environment of energy. Your body is constantly creating. Your heart, your brain, and your nervous system are electric. And the information they generate extends beyond your skin and into the space all around you. That is called the biofield. Now this chart, I love this chart, the emotional frequency vibrational chart. This chart is based on Dr. Hawkins, David Hawkins' map of consciousness. Now these numbers are relevant, but when you look at these numbers, when you're down in the shame, blame, guilt, fear, trying too hard, coulda, shoulda, wouldas, you're in a lower frequency. But yet when you raise your energy, that reason, that love, the joy, grateful gratitude, peace, compassion, and of course awakening, helps you to raise it and move. And yes, that's emotion. And it's powerful, and it keeps you really out of pain sometimes to raise that. And it's not an energy of movement, of bringing it up. It's a movement of internal. And get this, this was so interesting. Your heart actually creates measurable electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than the brain. Wow, so that tells you right there, bring up those emotions, connect to those, and you'll be feeling so much better. And remember, just like a music conductor guiding an orchestra, you can learn how to guide your own energy and change your life and feel the life that comes through you. And that's why I teach energy for all these years. And it's also what I do at events and conferences. When I'm brought into a room as the event energy conductor, I'm holding space and guiding invisible energy that impacts all of the biofields into every corner of the event. Now, this is also shaping the atmosphere. And as I shape the atmosphere, people feel more engaged, more connected, and more present, which naturally supports retention and results. And here's the exciting part. You're an energy conductor too. You can move energy, you can balance energy, you can manage energy, and you can even change the form, just like Einstein said. Changing the form of any kind of energy. And everything is what? Energy. So, changing the form is powerful. Just like tuning an instrument. You can learn to tune your own energy on purpose. So learn more here, if you would like, with the activation catalyst. There's the QR code if you want to learn some more. But let's just jump right into the next segment of the shift segment. This is about what changes when your energy changes. Before shift, you may feel overwhelmed, like, oh, overwhelmed, stuck, heavy, and you're just reacting. You think you're overthinking, you're hesitant, you feel tired even when you want to feel motivated, but you're innately tired. And the truth is, nothing is wrong with you. Your system is what? It's just carrying way too much. But yet, after a shift, nothing on the outside may look different. Yet, everything feels different in the inside. You feel clearer, more present, more like yourself again. It shows up in simple ways. A conversation that just goes smooth. A decision or choice that feels so easy to make. A reaction that it's softer the way you react. You respond instead of just react. Same you, same life. Different internal state. This isn't about trying harder or fixing yourself. It's not even about pushing through. It's about changing the state your body is operating from. From this tension is steadiness. From this overwhelm is clarity. From shattered to grounded. And when your internal state shifts, your experience shifts. That's the shift. That's what you're looking for and feeling. And once you feel that difference in your body, you don't need convincing any longer. No. You know. You deeply know. You have that deep knowing. Have you ever felt that deep knowing? Beautiful. Let's take another drink. Because I just love the water. It's good for you. Helps you. There you go. So now we are going to take a moment for the reset segment. This isn't about fixing anything. It's simply about giving your nervous system a pause. So please, feet on the ground, on the floor, let your body be supported if you're in a chair. There's no certain way you have to sit in any special, different way. And just notice, where are you holding that tension? Let the shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your breath slow down. And now take a deep, slow breath through your nose. You have nose hairs for a reason, I always say. And then again, take a longer breath out through your mouth. There you go. Again, in through your nose, longer out through the mouth. Beautiful. If you want, continue that as I speak. Just continue that rhythm. And as you breathe, notice any sensations in your body. Are you warm? Or you feel heavy? Maybe you feel light or tingly. What's the change? Just notice. When the body feels safe, the mind naturally settles down. And when the mind settles, clarity returns. This is what a reset feels like. Check into it. That's what it feels like. You can return to the state anytime. In a conversation, before a decision or choice, or when your day feels overwhelmed. That's the reset. Beautiful. Now let's move into the integration segment where this becomes real life. It's one thing to understand energy. It's another thing to recognize a shift, and it's powerful to experience the reset. Integration is what happens next. It's how you carry this state with you. There you go. Yes. You simply notice when you're left it and you return to it. Integration is responding instead of reacting. It's speaking with more presence. It's making decisions with more clarity and less effort. This is how energy works, becomes practical. Not something you visit once a week, yet something you live. That's integration. Breathe into that. Thank you so much for that one. Okay, so your favorite segment, the wisdom segment, is coming up right up. Stay with me. We'll be right back after this important message.
If you're listening to the EnergizeUtv, you already know the power of connection. Now imagine sharing your contact info instantly, no typing, no paper, no friction. Our digital business cards let you share your name, phone, social links, and website with one simple scan. Perfect for professionals who want to automate building their network. Ready to upgrade how you connect? Scan the QR code on the screen and get your digital business card built by JavaLogix today.
Let's welcome Beth Ann Kaib to the show. I'm so happy that you're here today with us. You have such a way of asking questions that invite wisdom forward. And I'm excited to explore what wants to come out through today on today's TV show. From idea to inspiration, the creation of EnergizeUtv show, and now the podcast interview. So, here you go. Take it away.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you. So before we talk about the TV show, I want to start with your voice.
Oh.
So growing up, you were labeled the stupid one because of dyslexia, a stutter, and ADHD.
Yeah.
So how did that help propel you into who you are today?
Oh, wow. I really feel that those challenges were never really challenges to me because of my mama. Because my mama always said, I saw things differently and I was special. And I'll never forget that. And the stutter, I really feel like it helped me to see life differently and really see energy differently. Because I didn't talk. My sister talked for me. Like, yeah. So I really believe that that's what really helped. And, you know, back then too, I mean, they didn't have HDAD and they didn't have any of that stuff. So I was not really diagnosed other than dyslexic and stupid because they didn't understand it.
Yeah. All right, so there's a moment that was highlighted in your story when you stepped onto an 8th grade podium and you surprised everyone, including yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How did you get there?
Well, I was at a 3rd grade reading level in 8th grade when I started. And when I finished, I went all the way up to 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
incredible.
It was totally incredible. And of course, you know, I'm a kid. I didn't really realize that because even to this day, and I admit, I'm not going to sound something out. And there's words that you recognize that I don't say that are challenging for me. That's just a form of dyslexia. Okay, let's just say that. But yet, when they said I was going to be on the podium in 8th grade, which I even have a picture of it, and you can't even see my, I'm so small. And I found the cards that I said, I found it. And it's really interesting because I remember that I was there, but I remember looking at Mama. And my dad wasn't there because he was really sick and he was in the hospital actually. And my mama was there and she kept saying, because Mama being an entertainer, focus on me, baby, focus on me, baby. And I'll never forget that because I did. I focused on her and, you know, basically I read it. But yet what I learned from that was that presence. And I felt the energy, not really realizing, but yet when I look back, wow, I was conducting the room then. Didn't even know it.
So if memory serves, you also received your first accolade that day.
Ooh, my first accolade.
Weren't you most improved student?
Oh yes, the most improved student. Yes, like a trophy, because back then, you know, to get a trophy, because, you know, not everybody got trophies back then.
Big deal.
It was a really big deal, and I still have that trophy.
I love it. I love it. All right, so your mother obviously played a huge role.
Huge, yeah.
In refusing to let those labels define you.
Yeah.
What did her belief give you that the world wasn't offering you?
Oh, wow. That belief, that's a good one. I love how you, because the belief is I can do anything. The belief was I never thought that I couldn't. And there was never even a thought of it. And I don't know how else to explain that because and it wasn't just her love, It was more of her, the way that she would say to me, baby, you're special. It's okay. And just like sometimes I look at you when I don't understand something that's going on and you put it a different way and I go, oh, I got it. That's what Mama did for me.
So that belief led you to be the first one in your family to
Graduate from college.
college.
Yes. Now that was a big feat.
Yes.
Now that one, I never really thought about it. I just kept going because getting a full ride scholarship for softball and getting it all paid and all of that. So yes, but yet no one in my family had ever graduated at that time from college. And I was considered the stupid one.
Yeah. That's impressive.
It was, yes. And then from the University of Oklahoma.
Nice.
I mean, from a major university.
Yes.
So that was, I'll never forget that because my mama flew in, my stepdad, and my dad, and also my grandparents. Yeah. And a huge party, of course, you know me. It was a huge party.
And I'm sure there was dancing involved.
Oh, there was lots of dancing.
Yes, yes. All right, so many people don't realize that you've been performing since you were 2 years old.
Yeah.
Starting as, surprise, a dancer. Mm-hmm. What did movement and performance give you before you ever had words?
Ooh, the expression. Yeah, yeah. And Mama taught us always to look at the camera and smile. And everybody talks about my smile, and it's just, it lights up the room. Mama taught me that because I don't smile. I smile from my eyes, I smile from my energy. And that, she taught me.
And that leaves impact.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So do you feel like the stage has always been your classroom and your healing space?
Oh, yes, it really has. It does, yes. Because that healing space is a place that I can be vulnerable and share what is going on, not only with me, but in this world.
Yeah.
And to be able to be coming from really from a truth and hold that resonance for people that I understand, and that it's okay to not feel good and to step into it. And you know, I love this one. It's great to have a breakdown because you're getting ready for a breakthrough. And you know, you're waiting for it, but it's not always pleasant.
That's so true. You had the ability to perform and the power of your voice. Yet for a long time, you weren't fully using it in the way that you are now.
Ooh.
What held you back?
Well, you know, it's those things that people say, you know, you're too short, you're too this, you're too energetic, and you're too phonetic.
Too much.
Yeah, you're too much. And you're too phonetic on stage. You got to calm down because you go too fast. There's been a lot of that. And then, you know, the not feeling worthy. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And, you know, there's been the bankruptcy. There's been the other things that have happened, you know, being on food stamps, to not knowing when I'm going to get my food or where I'm going to get my food. And, yeah, I've gone through all of that. And many people don't know that.
Yeah.
But I've gone through that. And it's nice that, and it's not just nice, but intuitively, I would get a phone call. And it would always happen. I get a phone call, I'm going to Trader Joe's, do you need something? Wow. Just when I was like, and she's like, text me your order, I'll get you everything. I mean, wow. So very blessed, but yes. And it's helped me to really express how energy and how practical energy really is.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Mm-hmm. So now I want to talk about the challenge that became the turning point. So who challenged you on Facebook Messenger? And what exactly were you challenged to do?
I was in a networking group, and it was like at least 10 or 15 years ago when I first started like I got out of my center that I owned, and I got into, started going to these networking. And this woman has said, I challenge you to go on Facebook Live. And that's when it's first, and she said, I want you to do something specific. And I'm like, thinking, what is that going to be? So I got all set up in my bedroom with sheets behind me. Like I got this whole thing, and I don't have any lights, so I'm doing desk lights. I'm like figuring this all out. And you know, that's when we had the older phones too, that it was not, and I think it was on phones. So I put the phone on. So I decided what I would do is do scarves. So I put the scarf on, and I said, what do you think about this scarf? And you know, and then the funny thing is I had my favorite scarf that says Angel on it, and it is all torn up. It's whole, you know how those are, the holy ones that you love so much. And I had that one on, and then there was like 4 different ones. And I did it, and of course you don't know how any of it lands.
Right.
You really don't. So I show up the next day at the networking, and I brought the old one and the one that I liked, and I wore the one that I liked, and I couldn't believe it. It just completely shifted how I looked at how I show up.
Yeah.
Because that was just, it was very authentic. It was very off the cuff.
So inquiring minds want to know.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You put these scarves on. So I can just imagine young Angel Marie dancing while putting these scarves on.
Yes, I was. I was dancing, going, look at this, and then I'd go like this, and then, yeah, I was with the sheets behind me. And you can tell it's a sheet, too. It's so funny. I still have the video.
Oh, that I need to see. All right, so what was your first reaction when that challenge was issued? Was it like excitement, fear, resistance, all the above?
Well, I can say it's all of the above, but yet this is something about me that's always been, is that you dare me, I'm gonna do it. And when I was younger, that physically hurt me way too many times. It really did. But yet, it was a nervous when I was getting set up, but yet that's how I believe. I like look at life as an adventure.
That's an amazing way to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So was there a moment when you realized this isn't just a challenge, but a calling? Yeah, it was. It did. It was a week later when I was challenged to do 2 more, and I did 2 more. And then I went to the same networking, and it was so many people were just giggling over me, I guess. But then I went to another one, and people knew me, and people were, and I was like, and then it got faster, and it was like, this is it. This is easy. I love the camera. I love to share my knowledge, my insights. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Beautiful. So how did that single challenge turn into a vision for your TV show?
Wow. Well, you know, I kept doing the Facebook Lives, and then I was doing the Instagram at the same time. And I love tech, so anything that is technical, I'm going to figure it out. No matter if I got to stay on the phone for hours and hours or call a friend, I'm going to figure it out. And I think that's the dyslexic too, or something. It's like, I'm going to get this. Yes. You can't. So I was doing both. And then what happened was one of my coaches said, Angel, you should do this TV show. And I was like, well, and then you have to learn the whole platform and all of that stuff. So, but yet, what did I do? Oh, this will be another adventure. What the heck? I'll do it.
Why not?
Yeah.
What else are you going to do?
What else am I going to do? So I dove in. And the funny thing about it, or not, the interesting about it, was that I decided to do every single show live.
Wow.
And I've done every single live for 10 years.
Wow.
Except there's been a couple when I was out of town or something. But yet, And you can tell that in some of them.
That's what makes
Excuse
you
me,
human.
it's like, excuse me, I forgot my water. I have done that.
Yes, we all know how important the water is.
And we do know why it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we tell now, being diagnosed with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, Sjogren's, neuropathy in my hands and my feet, it's dry mouth, dry eyes. So have to have that water or I start to choke. So here's to the water.
But it also keeps your energy functioning where it needs to function so that you can be the impactful, bright, shining star that you are.
Oh, Beth, thank you so much for that. Yes. And it is. I mean, it helps the nervous system. I could go into more of the health of it, but really, it's half your weight in ounces of water a day. I have to be the trainer teacher right now. I mean, really, just drink the water. You'll feel better. And if you're not getting there, you're probably tired. Anyway.
All right.
Okay.
In what ways does the show reflect the little girl who was once told that she wouldn't make it?
Ooh, how did I think that the content alone helps because, I found, 30 years ago when I started all this energy stuff, I saw so many people struggling, so many people not connecting and feeling safe in their body and being able to move their energy. And that's when I started to talk about energy. And that little girl shows up all the time as that, oops, got that, it's an adventure of whoops. It is what it is. It's that fun and enthusiasm that keeps life. And I get asked, how do you love life so much, Angel? And there's been struggles, and there's struggles still yesterday, the day before, learning some of this stuff. But yet, how do you look at life through energy eyes? And that little girl that says, you're special, do it your way. And that's the big one. Because Beth, you do it your way also. And you, the viewers and the listeners, do it your way. Yet, and there's always a yet and an and, with what? Kindness, joy. And so much of that freedom to be you inside of you. Yeah.
Beautiful. So how does hosting the show allow you to use your voice differently than speaking or writing alone? Because we know that you're also an author.
Yes. And the show reaches so many more. It really does. It reaches, the voice is louder, I guess. And I don't mean loud in vibration. Excuse me, yes, that too. Yeah. Or they take frequency, yes. But it's about reaching more, and that's part of my soul commitment.
Yeah, lovely. So today, you are a globally recognized leader, author, and host. But it all traces back to that moment of being heard. Looking back, what does finding your voice mean to you now?
Oh, finding your voice now. It's that authentic, it's that heart opening when everything is in alignment, when you're really connected to whatever that means to you. And I'm gonna say God, when you're so connected that you know that is the calling, but it's also the voice that doesn't need to be heard, want to be heard, get to be heard. And that's what I find, that people lean in with the vibration. And I get to bless people. I get to raise the consciousness. I get to raise the rooms. And I get to raise the rooms where you're at right now. And you can feel that.
Absolutely. What do you hope the viewers and listeners feel when they watch your show and listen to your podcast? for the first time?
What do I hope? I don't always like the hope word, right? You know, yet what it really is that they walk away and they feel lighter.
In what way?
They feel more confident.
Okay.
They have this trust of, it's going to be okay. And that's what I get from people. Angel, you give that cheerleader, you're going to be okay, you can do it, let's just keep going. Yeah. And that's what I want people to have when they leave. But then also, it's those little things that I give that go out through the day, like drink water, take a deep breath, go outside and ground yourself. There's so many of those things that I train, but those are, they're in my books too, but yet that's what it is.
So would you say that is the same as the mission behind your TV show and podcast?
Yes, that is the mission.
Yeah.
Yes, but I like to say it's my soul commitment.
Okay.
And my soul commitment is to reach millions.
To do what?
To awaken millions, to serve the millions, so that they can what? You can step into your power, to step into your resonance, to really connect to your energy and experience your energy. That's what people say. They watch my show and they go, I experience my own energy. How did you do that? And that's what it is they walk away and they have an experience of, wow, this is really what I'm feeling in energy now. And that's the important part.
So I feel like when you pull guests on your TV show and your podcast, there's a definite purpose behind who steps foot on that stage. So would you care to elaborate on how you select somebody?
Sure. One is that the energy has to be, and I can tell that just by meeting them the first time. And it doesn't mean it's bad or good. I don't mean that at all. It just doesn't maybe resonate and it's not flowing. And then also they're doing something that helps humanity. Because that's what this is this is why I'm here, is to raise energy in humanity, and that's millions and billions of people.
Yeah.
So yes, they have to have a mission, they have to have a purpose. But it can be my neighbor too that goes to work every day at Costco or wherever it is. They still have a purpose, a mission in themselves. So, yeah.
If someone watching or listening has been labeled, underestimated, or silenced, what do you want them to know about their own voice? This is your golden nugget.
Do I know it? My golden nugget.
What golden nugget do you want to leave with everyone that's been silenced and doesn't own the power of their voice?
Oh, wow. That you matter. That you matter. There is nothing that you can't do. That you matter, and your vibration is with the collective of everyone, and you're making a difference in humanity just by putting a smile on your face and getting up in the morning. And you always want to ignite your energy and activate that joy within you so that you're really elevating your abundance of everything in your life.
I would like to acknowledge you and thank you for the profound impact you're making on humanity. And I am honored to be the person interviewing you today. So thank you.
Thank you, Beth Ann. You know I just love you.
I love you too.
And thank you. So viewers and listeners, you have raised the consciousness and the vibes, and I see you and I celebrate you. I want to give you a free gift because it's a beautiful way to experience this work beyond the show. I'm offering you a free gift trial of my nervous system reset movement sessions. It's a gentle science-backed practice using Tai Chi inspired movement to help you feel calm, clearer, and more grounded in your body. It's simple, supportive, and powerful. And you can join me online on Monday and Wednesdays. So scan the QR code and I'll see you there. And also, these books hold the foundation of my teachings you experienced here, and they are available if you'd like to go even deeper. Next week, our guest is Amber Heinrich. She is an energy healer and a wellness coach and a hypnotherapist. And the title will be Sacred Alignment, the Path of Well-Being. And you know what? Here she is right now for a spotlight moment where you will get to see her in action right now.
Hi friends, I'm Amber Heinrich, founder of Spirit Stone Wellness, and I'm so grateful to be featured on EnergizeUtv with Angel Marie. And Angel, thank you. Thank you so much for being a shining light in this wild world and for creating this platform that truly uplifts frequency. I'm actually an energy healer myself and hypnotherapist and well-being coach, and I support entrepreneurs and healthcare and corporate professionals who want to be both successful and well. Today I'm sharing a quick mind-body energy reset that you can do anytime, anywhere. And it all starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts are important because your brain believes them, and your brain believes them because your brain makes them up. So take a pause if you're feeling unsettled and truly look at the story that you're telling yourself. Is there a way to tell a different story? A story that's more real and more true and more kind? When we have the same mindset, we tend to create the same experiences and energy and outcomes. And the loop continues unless we change something. But you can reprogram your mind and body and energy for well-being anytime. If you want to change your energy, it all starts with your thoughts. No matter what the situation is, you're just a couple deep breaths and a mindset shift away from inner peace and a stress reset. I can't wait to share this episode with everyone. I truly feel like together we can start a revolution of well-being. So thank you.
Let's start a revolution of wellness. And next week is sure to be full of all kinds of excitement. You don't want to miss out. Yet I want to leave you with something uplifting. As you listen, don't analyze the words in this song. Just let them land. This song was written as a reminder to you and for you. So take what resonates and carry it with you. See you next week and keep shining on. Here we go. Beth, thank you so much for joining. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
You got ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart, let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want, show them what you got. Take it to the top, don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. Looking for the answers, seeking you will find. Open up your heart, leave it all behind. Smile and laugh, always give back. Glowing like a star, show them who you are. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. You're the secret, you're the answer. You know who you are. Look within you, breathe and focus. You're a shining star. Go on and shine, shine, shine on.
Raise it, raise it.
Shine, shine, shine on.
Before you go, take a moment and ask yourself one simple question. What am I taking with me from this conversation? I'm Angel Marie, and this is Energize You TV.